everyone, it is Kat from the local Dongle and Media Co. And this is another episode of Plugged In. And today I'm with Jodie, and she's from Frequency Sound 528. And I'm so excited. We're
Yeah,
get to meet each other.
I like your shirt.
Yeah, like I know. It's like I wonder where I got this from. Working here
in our wonderful days of sharing the space together.
Yes, exactly. So let's start off with the basics. Let's hear the story of Frequency and how it all started to the point of where it is now.
Yeah, so Frequency Sound 528 was evolved from Frequency Winery, which used to be a winery here that used harmonic frequencies, solfeggio frequencies to clear the sediment out of the wine. And when people could see a visual of the sound waves, it really would have an impact on people and see how sound can affect our everyday lives and our mood and our body and how we feel. And so we really wanted to keep that at the forefront of the business going forward. So we kept the name Frequency, but added Sound 528 for 528 hertz, and the importance of that specific frequency being the love and light frequency. And we are evolving into a bistro that will be serving bean seam coffee as well as their baked goods, and also locally harvested and foraged wild plants. So dandelion root, burdock root, mullein, stuff that often grows in our backyards that we will most commonly cut down as weeds or spray, and really they have so many medicinal benefits to be used. So
for those who don't know those three plants that you just rattled off, can you tell us just a little bit about those plants, of what they are, why they're good for you?
Yeah, well, burdock root's a fantastic actually coffee substitute. It's really nice and earthy and rooty and just delicious. And again, it's like a plant that you would look at and you're thinking, oh, what a weed, you know? But it's actually really great. It has lots of like anti-inflammatory properties. Mullein, as you know, are super beneficial for your lungs, people with asthma. It can, be smoked, or it can also be used in a tea. And so that's what we'll be focusing on here a little bit, is creating teas and tinctures and medicinal remedies like that. But also keeping the recording studio and the rehearsal space side of things going, because there's been over 500 artists that have recorded here over the years in the Okanagan.
It's been really such a gem of this place. You feel the energy and the vibes when you come in, and even when I worked here, when I was a winery, coming and you'd be doing tastings while a recording's going on in the next room.
Yes.
And everyone's like, oh, what's going on? And some really good, amazing artists have come through here. And even just in that short time that I was working here, it was constant. So
yeah, and they've shared their soul and they've shared their energy and their music with the walls of this space, which has really just set a vibration here. It's really just absorbed that. And so I really wanted to honor that and keep that side of the business going, that we still record music here. And if anyone wants to record and rent our space as a rehearsal space, because if you need to make a lot of noise using drums or horns or brass, it can all be done on our website through the convenience of a shared calendar.
Okay, so it makes it really easy.
Yeah, it's really easy. You just go to our website and you can see our whole calendar basically for this space, and you can go on and book.
That's amazing. And then, as I know, because I bought my husband a gift card for Christmas with the rest of our family a little while back, but you can get gift cards. So if there is someone in your family that is up and coming recording, or just hasn't dipped their toes and you think maybe this is the push that they need, here's a gift card.
Totally. Yes.
That's also available, and you can get it through your website as well?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
So super easy. Tell us a little bit more about what you plan on doing for the expansion of the bistro side of things, of where the vegetables and everything is coming
from. So we're also a plant and farm retail, and so we have a lot of grow boxes out front of the property as well as on the roof, and around the entire perimeter basically, where we're growing as much as we can, as far as squash and cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, and basically anything that we can get our hands on to grow, we are growing it, and then we are canning and preserving it and selling it here as well.
Awesome. So that's a nice little treat, like all
locally grown peaches and sun-dried tomatoes and pickled cucumbers and carrots, and so that will also be available.
Yay!
It's actually available now, but we were only in our first season, so we've got a little stock. We're stocking up.
Gotcha. You gotta make that can supply.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that moving forward as well, you said there was gonna be some baked goods. So
with bean scene. So we'll be supplying our coffee beans through the bean scene and using some of their baked goods as well.
Amazing. They're super tasty.
So good.
And then let's move on as well towards the recording music side of things again. So you're an artist yourself. Tell us a little bit about your style and your influence and inspiration.
Yeah. What inspires me is anybody that's pursuing their own passion and in choosing a path that's not often taken. It's really inspiring to me, and I hope that I'm inspiring that for other people as well.
Awesome.
To just be creative and do that. I'm a live looping artist primarily, so I perform with a guitar, bass, harmonica, some keys sometimes, and sing and rap, and then that's under Jodie B. And then I also perform under a group called Mantisa, excuse me, with my fiance, my sister, and our trumpet player.
Amazing. And what is it like performing with your family on the stage?
It's amazing. It's amazing, but it's also the most comfortable, I feel, because I grew up performing with my family, my sister and my father, my mom too, but we would actually perform as a band for corporate gigs and weddings and stuff like that with my father and sister.
So this is like a rooted thing that
it's just like done. I can play on stage by myself and I'm okay, but I feel way more comfortable when I'm with my family.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So with that, you guys have also performed at Shambhala, a whole bunch of places.
Wicked Woods, Frenzy Fest, a lot of electronic music festivals, Evolve on the East Coast.
And then also you've performed in the States.
Yeah.
So you've done international stage as well, which is super exciting. And then on that note as well, you were just a speaker at Breakout West. So how was that experience?
Yeah, well actually I was Frequency was used as a venue for the SoCan Songhouse for Breakout West, and I was part of the opening ceremonies for Breakout West. But I wasn't actually, I was asked to be on a panel for Breakout West, but I didn't make it to the panel because our venue was getting used the same time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I never actually got to experience speaking, but
You still made so many connections here during
Totally. It was incredible. It was really, really cool to have so many amazing artists and producers use the space as a part of the SoCan Songhouse.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's cool.
So what was your favorite part of that exactly? Like, was there like a moment that you're like, I'm not going to forget that moment?
Yeah, well, Mike Saunier, who songwrote July with Noah Cyrus.
Okay.
Have you heard that song? And like Leon Bridges?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm holding back tears, but I'm
Yeah.
holding back beers on the morning bed.
Yeah, I know that one.
You know why I'm afraid of change.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an iconic song, right? So Mike Saunier, the guy who helped write it, was here hosting the SoCan Songhouse.
Oh, wow.
So it was really cool to listen to him speak about that all the time. So, yeah. So motherhood, hey?
Yeah. So let's get right back into it. So motherhood, you recently had a little girl, Ruby, adorable. I love her to bits. Our two little ones, for those who don't know, they play together and they like have little hangout play dates.
Yeah,
and
they're
stuff all the time.
buds. It's so cute.
My little one is just like trying to pick up your little one, and she goes, "Whoopie, baby!"
I know, it's so cute.
Yeah. So on that note, as a business owner and artist and woman, how has that changed and influenced everything?
It was important for me going into motherhood to have a somewhat fluid job that I could have Ruby up here with me if I needed. I wasn't sure what the childcare situation was going to be like when I was pregnant, and I knew that I didn't want to be working at a building Monday to Friday, 8 to 5, away from her all the time. I wanted to be able to, if I was running a session and I needed her to be up here with me, that could happen.
Yep.
And I love the fact that she gets to grow up here as well. It's really cool.
Well, and with all the vibes and the energy and everything as well.
Yeah, and something I didn't really think about while I was pregnant or before, but when she came along, for sure, I love being at home. You know, I was really focused on traveling a lot before and touring and performing as much as I could, and now I love my evenings at home. I love my weekends at home.
Yeah.
So that's shifted a little bit. I still want to perform, obviously, but do I want to be gone for months on end? You know, probably not.
No.
So
yeah. I can't imagine like being away months on end from that. Like,
yeah,
that'd
right?
be just too much.
No,
like, get me home.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's a big change, and obviously this place is a big change. Where would you see the future of this place going? So, like, what is the long-term goal of the grand finale vision?
Yeah, I've stepped into a little bit more of a producer role lately, specifically with kind of lifting up either underrepresented voices or, females or non-binary in the industry, especially in the recording engineer producer side, make up like less than 2%, or I think it's about 2 or 3%, which is a low number, and I want to be a part of that change of growing it. And so as far as my knowledge, I think Frequency is one of the only female-owned recording studios in the Valley, to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, from what I remember, I don't remember anyone else. Everyone else is male.
Yeah, so I want to be a part of that change. I want this space to be a part of that change moving forward. And yeah, just make it a welcoming, safe space for anyone to kind of come in here and create and feel welcomed.
Oh, that's amazing. And then we're gonna kind of just wrap this up a bit. And what is your message to the community here, especially with the bistro coming and the coffee, and what do you want to get out there to the community?
I guess off the top of my head that it's so important for us to connect in community spaces at all. So whether that's like over a cup of coffee on the roof, or maybe you want to songwrite with somebody and over a cup of tea on the roof, or just being connected is really important to get outside of the house and put down the screens and connect face to face, like how we're doing, and to just do stuff that inspires you. I think everybody has the ability to be creative and artistic, and I think a lot of us limit ourselves in saying that that avenue is not possible, or we need something else to pay the bills. And, I think everybody can do it.
Yeah.
So I really just want to push that forward too, that I think it's important to do what makes our heart happy.
Exactly. That's exciting. And then I guess as well, just before, the community's probably been asking, once you guys get your approvals and stuff, do you guys have an idea of what your hours are going to be for the shop?
Yeah, it's probably going to be at least 5 days a week, maybe 7. Most likely from the hours of about 7 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Nice. So nice, like typical coffee shop hours.
Yeah, maybe closed Mondays, Tuesdays kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
you want Ruby time, obviously.
Yeah, mostly Wednesday to Sunday, 7 to 2.
Awesome. And yeah, is there anything specifically you want to say to any artist or musician out there that's just starting out, and what would your words of wisdom be for them?
Do it until you die. Don't put a time limit on it, because stuff takes time.
It does. Nothing happens overnight. It's that old saying, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah, and you gotta enjoy the road, enjoy the path.
Exactly.
Not focused on the destination.
That's amazing. Thank you for taking the time and sitting down and doing this interview. And I know we go way back, so it was amazing that you're taking a chance on my new media company to do this.
I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a really fun journey so far, and I'm really excited with where it can take me. But thank you again, and everyone watching, thanks for joining us today for the interview with Jodie, and thanks for getting plugged in. See you at the next episode. Bye.